NCRP Productions presents Dishonored by Modiphius Games. Tonight, the game will be run by Michael and played by Sequoia, Ty, Pedro, and myself. Enjoy.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, in the past, present, or future, wherever and whenever you are. Welcome to another session of Dishonored, the Oil Trail, or the Two-Toed Rebellion, however you wish to know this as. I'm Michael, I'm the game master of this whole fiasco, and we're going to start with the people on my right, starting with Sequoia. Introduce yourself.
Hello, I am Sequoia and I'm playing Finney. He is our courier.
Hey everyone, this is Pedro. I'm playing Norton Smith, our inventor.
Hi, this is Barry. I'm playing Desmond Aquila, and I've realized that being the explorer is kind of useless when we're inside town, but maybe I'll figure something else out to do.
Hey, it's Ty. I'm running Angus Fowlin, your resident miscreant.
Boy, is he.
Yep. And oh my god, because of COVID and other crazy things, it's been 3 weeks since we've gotten together.
And I'm going to fully admit on here that I may be a little drunk, but it's my birthday tomorrow as of this recording. So
happy birthday, Michael.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you. So you know what? I might as well celebrate a little bit. I will try to keep things relatively
So
grounded.
that's why we
go
all
here.
started with beer and cognac. Now I get it.
Yes, now you know.
I mean, you can keep
Now
it
you
grounded
know.
as much as you want. We're not going to keep it grounded.
I'll save the more out there situations for any encounters with the outsider. But that's another story.
Right.
All right. But anyway, speaking of the outsider, let's get back into where we were. Last session, we ended with Norton looking at his notes and seeing some in the throes of his memories. He had actually sketched out a figure. While not very clearly defined, was
stick
still
figure.
still had certain elements enough that to see details, like in a suit, fingers with rings on their hands, and big black splotches where the eyes should be. And that's
Mandarin.
yes, the Mandarin, yes. And now we're gonna have to make sure who is the real Mandarin. But now that's going on. Now you're going to easily derail me because I'm drunk. Anyway, but we'll save that for maybe another Marvel future movie. Hopefully, we get to see the Mandarin actually have justice done to him. But anyway, moving on. We're going right back to that moment where you're looking down at those ink splotches. So Norton, how are you feeling?
Well, I'm not really believing it at first. I mean, I have to rub my eyes, I blink a couple times, I turn it around, I try and make it not look like what I know it is. But I know what this is. I mean, just based on what Angus has told us and what we've seen, because we all have seen.
Are you filling in red where the blanks are? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah. I'm like, there's not red eyes, but clearly these pierce the same amount. I'm gonna go ahead and take the photo. The drawing.
Well, camera.
No, those things explode.
He's massivly overdoing his artistic skills. Well, it was a photo rendition.
He was just freaking like just jamming whale oil into the page.
I'm gonna take it to you guys and be like, hey, look, this has eyes, right? And it's gonna be just like a child's crayon drawing.
Look at this. It's a masterpiece. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
I mean,
It's real good,
Norton.
sport.
Yeah.
That's to pull the Twilight Zone episodes. That's a mighty fine thing you did there.
So I'll fold it up. Or not even fold. Yeah, not too much. Like fold it in half and just get it like ready because I'm gonna bring it to these guys. I'll load my gun back up. Put it back in my whatever kind of makeshift holster I've made. And then I'm gonna go up to our usual meeting spot, kind of kind of try and clean myself up a little bit. Maybe actually, you know what? I'm gonna shave, Michael. I'm gonna go ahead and shave, get myself ready.
My goodness, you know, it's been like several weeks in.
It's
game.
been several weeks. I kind of look in the tarnished piece of metal I use for a mirror, and I just like, oh, okay, let's change this a little bit. So I'll shave. I'm pretty good at it.
Why don't you have a mirror?
I don't know, because I just got out of jail. I don't have a mirror. What am I made of coin?
Actually, yes, you are right now.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
Who's had time to go buy
who has had
shaving
the time?
equipment?
It's much easier to spend a couple of hours polishing a piece of metal.
Okay.
You use the glass shard that was the mirror, and you use that to shave rather than trying to use it to.
Now that's efficiency.
That little tiny metal pin I took off the wall, just
The point on that thing.
meticulously.
The crazier thing is the Leviathan oil lubricant that you're using for the beard.
Every shave
I
is a chance
told
to just
you
blow.
guys about ambergris in like a session or two ago, and how that's used for perfumes. So it's not unheard of the fact that we probably have ambergris cologne.
Should I use pure ambergris? No, probably not. Hey guys, it's cologne, right? It's no good, right? Why is everyone leaving?
Everyone steps out, their hands up,
Yeah, you smell
backs
good, dude.
away.
And you light up your cigar, but because the fumes of the ambergris is so explosive.
Now I have a flaming beard.
That's a close shave.
Yeah, that's a close shave. That's part of it. You gotta get the last little bits of hairs. No, but I'll fold it up. Try and shave, and then try and shake myself out of it. Honestly, I probably after shave I open it up just to make sure it's still the same, and of course it is as far as I know.
Yeah.
And then I'll go up and sit down, get some breakfast, and wait for everybody else to wake up.
That you might, I mean, honestly, depending on especially if you're using the small pin, I doubt you're actually doing that for your
No,
shaving.
no. I have a knife.
Okay.
Close shave has gotten one hair at a time.
Yes.
Yeah. I'll say by the time you're sitting in, everyone else is coming in for breakfast, and soon Angus and Desmond sit down pretty soon, and Finney maybe will be arriving in a little bit after breakfast.
Nice
but-
cut.
Thanks. I thought it was about time to give myself a shave.
You smell oddly nice.
I found some ambergris.
Oh, yeah, we've heard that's good for perfume.
It's good. It works. It's also the whale oil shaving cream. It feels good. It tingles in the right way. My hairs from the static are standing up on end. So yeah. Wait, shake my hand. Yeah, full on lightning bolt. Sorry. So then I'm gonna, once everybody settles down, I'm gonna say, guys, something weird, strange happened last night.
Something stranger than you shaving?
Yes. I'll kind of reach for the paper and stagger a little bit and pull it out, and I was like, I was drawing up some plans for those bombs for Finney, and I kind of lost myself for a moment, and this is what came of it. And I'll lay it down just in the middle of the table.
And what are we seeing?
So you're seeing these like you, Desmond, might just see black like kind of etchings.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say to both of you, and I'm looking at you specifically, Angus, I'm gonna say, does this look like who I think it looks like?
What the hell, man? Do I not get a single break?
I'm not an art critic, but isn't that just an ink blot?
I'll say, oh, you're looking at it upside down, and I'll flip it, and I'll say,
Whoa.
It's the freaking outsider.
I'll say, shut, and I'll look around. I'll say,
The girl is standing in the
yeah.
corner.
Oh, it's just her. I'll wave to her. Throw a piece of bread.
She raises a hand and slowly waves back. We're setting it down and still staring before her mother grabs her and pulls
Oh
her.
my God,
One of the
thank you.
creepiest things I've ever seen.
I'm just happy she has a mother, to be honest. he didn't come to me in any dreams. I didn't see him.
Well, I've been freaking seeing him and hearing his nonsense for the past week.
I don't even know what this means.
Norton, I gotta ask you, if you're saying you didn't see him and he didn't come to you, and you've got a drawing, what else do you have? Maybe he came to you and ended with the drawing, but what did you create in the process?
I didn't.
This is the only thing you did last night?
I was working on a few other, there was prototypes, and this was, probably the 6th or 7th, and then I'll start thinking, and I didn't really check, so I'll say, let me go check. I don't know. I'll see if there's anything that I missed. As you could tell, I was pretty concerned of this.
As much as I want to tear it up and throw it in a fireplace, I think we should show it to Finney, too.
You guys wait here for Finney in case he comes by. I'll be right back, and I'll go downstairs to the...
I'm gonna eye his bowl of cream of wheat.
His cream of wheat is perfectly fine right there. Easy to grab.
Got some eyeballs
Wait a
in
minute, we
it.
just
Not
gave
doing
her-
it yet.
We just gave her so much money. Where's our fillet for
No,
breakfast?
we gave her wheat.
Oh,
Remember,
that's right. We
what
gave her a bunch of wheat.
We gave her wheat
Yeah.
and
potatoes.
Yeah,
Okay.
potatoes. And potatoes.
Cream of wheat and country fried potatoes.
So I'll go search my.
We'll have
search-
bread.
As I
The Morley
sit
and
there
all
and
carb
slowly
diet.
shake my hand, staring at the picture of the outsider.
Yep.
Leave me alone. Throw it on the table.
So Finney didn't sleep at all last night, and so he's rolling up. Picture like a bat if you put it in a paper bag and shook it a lot.
A bat?
Yeah, that's what Finney looks like right now. So he kind of,
Are we
teeters
talking
in.
flying foxes, or are we talking like
I'm not sure I can
vampire
picture
bats
that.
or-
Vampire
That's
bat.
not in my
bats,
ability
like
to be able to picture that.
Really tiny, messy hairdo.
Yeah, and he just kind of like, oozes into the bar or into the inn.
Pretty specifically
Yeah.
descriptive.
Did you use the door or like the in between
oozes
plants?
into the granary. Oozes.
I just want you to have a full image of what's coming towards you.
I literally just watched all 3 of the Men in Black movies in a row over the last weekend, and my head's all over the place. I'm thinking Frank. I'm thinking,
Yeah, kind of the energy of the cockroach things.
Okay.
That sort of vibe. And yeah, he doesn't look very clean. He's got like a little bristly beard.
and we've never seen that, correct? We've never seen that.
he never
with
looks
Finney.
awesome, but this is particularly bad.
Is that Finney?
Finney doesn't look good.
So
He
he'll
just
kinda-
sort of
yeah.
like discharges himself into the next nearest.
Oh God, he's coming our way.
Yeah. And he'll creep up onto the table and sit cross-legged.
On the table?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Which actually
That's the thing,
Finney
he
has
sits on the
established.
table.
He
Yes,
he has
Finney gets on
established.
the table, yes.
Yeah, and so he'll sit cross-legged towards the end of the table.
Got it. And I will be pulling my bowl of cream of wheat closer.
Now, is it
Not
really?
worried about the potatoes.
Is it really your cream of wheat, or is the cream of wheat you've
I'm being good.
liberated?
I have not liberated. Liberated Norton's cream of wheat yet. He's getting something.
Please get my cream of wheat from away from Finney too.
I think you know what Norton would want that. Yeah, that's something Norton would want. I'll pull it away.
This isn't for me.
I'm gonna angrily grab the sheet of paper that Norton brought to us.
Yeah.
I guess I have to get up from my seat, walk over to Finney,
I'm
and
sitting next to you guys.
I thought you were at the end of the table. I don't know.
How big a what?
Yeah.
Are we-
I pictured like a
400-foot table just darting Finney at the other end.
I picture
it's-
dining
Are
hall.
you
I'm
thinking
sorry.
The
Are you
royal
thinking like
table.
the scene of like nobility in which one person's at one end of like the 20-foot
I was
table
thinking
at
Oliver
the other
Twist.
end?
It's like 30-foot table.
I was
Yeah.
picturing
At
like
every
a
level.
7 to 10.
I've never
foot
had a
table.
good idea of what this place looked like. I just picture like 3 or 4 like really long tables at like dining hall
Yep,
style.
Oliver Twist.
Yeah.
Fair, I guess.
That's
And
pretty
when you
much how
see
I
go pick-
imagine.
you said
That's pretty much how I imagine.
Okay.
See?
I sure hope that Finney comes to our end.
We'll back up. You guys are in the middle, in between people.
So
Finney,
Finney leaps on the table and slides to the middle.
he's got his back to some other Morleyans.
All right. Either way, I angrily grab the sheet of paper and throw it towards Finney.
Okay, he'll pick it up and look at it. And,
Flip it.
he flips.
And upside down.
Yeah, and he kind of I see like a family fighting.
It's not an eggplant. Think our mutual friend.
Okay, genuinely, what he does is he'll pick it up kind of gingerly and he'll flip it over and look at it, and then he kind of puts it down. And he goes, "I didn't know you were an artist."
It's Norton. He's downstairs doing something. I don't know what. He freaking drew this last night in a... I don't know. He might have been drunk. I'm not sure.
Hey.
I don't know. He's working on your... the plans, I guess? I don't know. So he said you'd know about it.
Cart bombs, yeah. This is...
The one time I'm trying to be subtle.
And then you will now, Desmond... You'll have the full focus of Finney's attention for the first time. And he's going to go...
Basically ever.
Yeah. He's going to say, have you seen him?
I would say that I've interacted with him. Seen him or it in shadows, maybe. But yes, I have interacted.
Okay, like a little vein in Finney's temple kind of starts to pulse. And he goes, all three have encountered him.
Yes, I think that's a fair statement.
He's going to throw the paper back at you.
All right. Can I throw it away now? In a fireplace?
Absolutely
I'm
not. Well, if you're going to throw it away, I'll take it back.
I don't know. Ask Norton.
Speaking of which, let's turn to Norton here. So Norton, you're away from the group. You're downstairs where your notes and you've been working on things. What are you looking for, or are you looking for anything really?
So what I'm looking for is I'm looking over my table of notes. I'm looking for something that I don't remember making. I don't remember drawing or anything that looks like out of my handwriting, not my handwriting, anything out of the ordinary.
Solid, yeah.
I'm just gonna give this to you. Everything else on here, I mean, everything you have here is stuff that you remember doing, or has been a while back. Maybe there's one or two things that you don't exactly remember, but don't seem out of character.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a little scatterbrained sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm not expecting you to remember every detail of your schematics. That's why you're writing them down anyway. But
Just
nothing at the very least, even if you don't remember it necessarily, nothing seems out of character.
And if I shove back my papers, there's nothing carved or drawn into the table. No,
Mm-mm.
that's my last. Okay, well, I don't think there's anything here. I guess that's it. I'll go back. So I'll turn around, get a strange little hair on the back of my neck, kind of spin towards the darkest part of the room. Just I get. Norton feels like there's eyes on him. He just kind of ookied out by this whole situation. And then, after looking around, just kind of head back up.
Yep. It's about that time that Finney's tossed the thing back at Angus and has that throbbing vein in his head. It's about the time you actually are starting to come back.
Ah, Finney. Good you showed up. Looks like they showed you.
Yeah.
Sorry.
They showed me.
Last night, I drew this, apparently.
And you are working on the schematics for my bombs.
Yes.
Okay. Alright, that's something. Anything else? Were you working on anything else?
And you'll he's not the best at hiding some emotion, so he kind of averts his gaze from your eyes and says, "No, I wasn't working on anything else."
I'd like to talk. I'm gonna say I want to talk cleverly, and I'd like to use my negotiate, and I want to grill him. I can sense that he's being a little fibber.
Okay, I'm going to have this as a contested roll in case there's something that, unless you're trying to hide anything, it's going to be it will not. It'll be a contested roll if you're trying to hide anything.
I would say it's not exactly that I'm trying to hide it. It's that I don't like talking about it because it's such a scar on my heart. So
Okay.
I will contest it just because.
Okay. So to remind people, when it comes to contesting, there's 4 momentum in the pool. When it contested rolls between players, you cannot spend momentum. You cannot add to chaos.
Okay.
It is a pure 2d20 roll versus each other. So you're trying to talk You're doing talk
I'd like
what?
to talk cleverly.
Talk cleverly? And how would you like to resist?
I'm gonna talk, I think, carefully.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and,
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So, talk cleverly versus talk... Was it talk cleverly versus talk cleverly? Talk carefully.
Carefully,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, perfect. So, roll off.
Can I use my negotiate?
Negotiate is a focus.
No,
so
it makes sense.
it-
I don't have anything, I think, but firearms.
You are
I pull
rolling
my
your
gun
2d.
out.
Sorry, I just see there's extra dice on the table.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Ooh.
Oh. If you
Oh.
get even one success.
No, I didn't get any successes.
Yeah, me either.
Just
So
standing
what
there.
So feel free to roleplay if you want, but
Okay.
essentially no one's getting anything what they want aside from anything that gets slipped through roleplay. So
So what I'm gonna okay, the outsider is not something to keep to yourself. He will consume you.
Well,
Are we all within earshot of Will?
Hey, everyone's
Yeah,
right here.
this is at the table.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
wait a
I
minute.
didn't see the outsider. If I saw the outsider, Finney, I would have told everybody.
And probably
promise
shot
to
him.
you, all I was doing was working on these schematics. I lost myself for a moment before I knew it. I had drawn this.
And where did you lose yourself?
Say,
In his lab.
it was late at night. I don't know. I might have dozed or something. I don't remember.
I think that you're keeping something from me, but I also understand that you're not going to tell me right now. But eventually, it will be important enough that you'll tell me. The outsider is too important to keep to yourself.
So we've never seen Finney really this intense on anything.
The only
before.
one who has seen
Certainly
like
not focused like this.
the only one who's even had like discussions really about the outsider with Finney is Angus.
Right.
So this is like well, Finney
Where's
is
this coming from?
Yeah, where is this coming from, and how is this intensity going? Well, you don't know Finney that well, so I wouldn't
Right,
say
and
it's
I'm
out of
gonna- I'm gonna
character, but
study Norton
of
just
what
to make
you've
sure he
seen,
doesn't
it's
look. If he's looking like he's going to react poorly, I will interject, but otherwise I'm just going to watch.
I'll end it with, if anything is important enough you should know, I will certainly let you all know.
Then he's going to kind of absorb this, and you can kind of see the fight kind of fall out of his face. And he's going to say, well, I did find some intel on the schematics that you guys are after.
Perfect.
Really. It's good.
Oh, fun.
I will
It
need
was a
a little
long night. Remind me what the schematics were for?
for
So-
the whale oil
extractor.
extractor.
Extractor. Oh, perfect. Right, that's our way to take over the Greaves Lighting Company.
Yes, that's a good start.
One of the things, yeah.
So,
I'll need a little bit of assistance with it. It's not quite something I feel comfortable taking on alone.
like, you have friends or you need us?
I certainly have friends. This is a little more in need of muscle.
You're looking at me for? Look at him.
Well,
It's
that
Angus.
is like my one shtick. So
Yeah.
And I can't imagine that many hands will make heavier work. So if you
I follow
are
that logic.
I didn't at all. Many hands make li- So you want all of us?
correct.
Got it.
All right. Well, we need this, so of course we'll help.
We're in.
I'm in. Finally, something a little bit more on my speed.
What day is it?
It is. Oh man, sorry. It's been 3 weeks. I do know it's a work day for you guys. So unfortunately, you're not
Oh.
unless you want to skip out of work on the right.
No, we're
like,
not skipping out of work.
I
Then
feel
he'll
like
ask you
it's
guys
early
what-
to midweek. I feel
Yeah.
like it's early to midweek.
It's like midweek.
I mean, we could do a sick day, right?
No.
A sick day. A sick day
Do
means you're
you
fine.
think there were sick days in the Industrial Revolution? You work 6 days a week. The only reason you had Sunday off is because of church.
Putting a letter, dear boss man, I have a cough. I'm calling in.
You think trying to get it's like, oh, are you sure you can't get someone to cover you? No, you get fucking dropped. Unless you are literally dying at the factory, you're coming in.
All right, we need to get workman's comp.
Yeah, there's no PTO here. Workman's comp.
Welcome to the Industrial Revolution, everyone.
The best thing.
Whale punk.
Well, I think workman comp here is like a bullet to the brain. I think that's the most work comp you're gonna get.
Oh boy. Okay.
Oh, that was too much.
There's the line. We found
There's the
it.
line. We
There's the
crossed
line.
it.
All right, we got it. We found it.
All right, fine. We'll go to work. Jeez.
Rika's over there. You're damn right you will.
We just fed your entire place. Shut up, Rika.
So yeah, Finney's gonna say, "Well, I'll rejoin you here after your shift is over," and he's gonna take the drawing. He may even snatch it if someone's holding it, and then
No, I think it's sitting in the middle of the table.
Yeah, I
Okay.
haven't drawn it.
Well, he's gonna just gingerly pick it up with his pointer and his thumb, and then he's out. He's leaving.
I mean, I don't really have any qualms with it. I mean, it's just a drawing, as far as I know.
I don't have a problem with
Well,
it.
there were some of your notes on there, but aside from that, there was the drawing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're kind of destroyed. I mean, I can't really erase the giant charcoal scribbles on there.
Eyeless creature that.
Yeah. I need a computer, a whale oil computer to enhance this.
I'm sorry, whale oil computers are not going to be invented for at least another, maybe 60 years. I don't know what's going to happen past the certain point in the video.
We can shave that in half if we do our job right.
Is it just
Leviathan difference engines.
me, or is Finney getting steadily more creepy?
Considering the bar of us knowing him is very low, we don't really know Finney. This is
At this point, I'm just learning
Yeah,
stuff
this is-
about him, so
so. I mean, this is
this
fine.
may be classic Finney.
As long as Finney can get the job done,
That's
it
right,
doesn't
Finney
matter.
left. Sorry, whale stone stops.
Thank God. Well, between him and this outsider nonsense, I'm really getting fed up with all this.
To be specific, and it's fine, and because you're probably used to it at this point, Angus. Yeah, whenever Finney's nearby, you start hearing the whale song between you and them. Specifically for you, Norton, you do not hear any whale song.
Oh,
just
that's all right.
so you know, as
The
far
only
as
one,
that.
the only ones who are hearing it are the two of them.
Exactly.
I figured if I was hearing him, you would have let me know.
Yeah, exactly.
Twitch.
Okay, so
Twitch.
then I guess we need to go to work.
Yep.
Oh yeah, we got to meet with Thomas. See what he said about the meetup, because he was supposed to be.
Supposed to get us the money.
Yeah.
Fucking Thomas.
Tom. Do your job, Thomas.
So, did we just agree to not go to the bar after work? Because I feel like that's what we just agreed to.
No.
Yeah, I mean we gotta come back here. We gotta meet with Finney, and then I think we're going straight to another job.
Okay.
All right, fine. Whatever you guys want.
So I'm thinking Angus drink on the way to work.
We gotta keep those tremors down.
Club. Already on it. It's gonna be a long one.
And indeed, it is a long one. It's another day of backbreaking work. You've all, aside from Finney, who is not working at this facility anyway,
Right.
you've all had, otherwise, aside from the weird thing of the drawing and Finney oozing into the place, you've all slept
So
relative.
oddly
You've all pretty much had a decent night's sleep, but it's just one of those days where it just seems to drag. Maybe it's the anticipation of work, doing whatever needs to be done after work. Maybe it's the ominous sort of feeling of the fact that, especially with the outsider now having two people having some kind of sort of sign.
Yeah, no, I'm
In
going with
worst
the
case.
maybe Norton's getting creepy with the drawings.
Yeah.
Good thing I still have a good head on my shoulder and not messing with that outsider guy at all.
Maybe it's something along those
Oh,
lines.
that
but
would
it's
be
just
nice, wouldn't it?
It might just be that that overwhelming feeling of what on earth does any of this mean. Eventually, though, lunchtime comes around, and Thomas, his eyes are still black, but at least the left eye is starting to open up a little bit more, so he seems to at least be able to see. But he comes over, and he has at least two of the other bottle streeters with him. seems to go, no matter where he seems to go, especially when it comes to you, he's bringing back up.
I want to make it clear that anytime Thomas approaches me, I don't know, I'm not going to speak for the other two, but I am not going to look threatening at all.
Yeah, no.
I think the quiet threat that Angus beat his ass twice is good enough for me.
At this point, he knows where he stands.
Right. Under us.
Under us. Where he kneels.
Between us and a lot of money?
No, not between us. Under us.
Oh boy.
All three of us are just like eating our bread or whatever in the line on a concrete. I don't know.
Potato sandwiches.
I got a bug in mine today, a little protein.
So he's. You're not quite sure if he's trying to glare at you. It's a little hard given the way his eyes are right now. But you can definitely tell from his scowl that he's still not happy to be here. But he through relatively gritted teeth, he goes, "Boss will see you tomorrow night."
Thank you, Thomas.
And he says as he walks off. Well, he's about to walk off. He goes, corner of Thornton and Grace.
Thanks, barrel guy.
He gives you a, like, he's already trying to glare, but now his eyes almost seem to completely close as he sort of spits down before he walks away.
I sure does love spitting.
Did I miss something? Thornton and Grace when? What time? Did you guys
He
get
did
there?
not say.
Okay.
He just said tomorrow night after tomorrow night was what he
Tomorrow
said.
after work. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now, meet with Finney tonight. Figure that out.
Get
Tomorrow,
this job done.
got 2 jobs. We're really making our way through this town.
We are. We are. And again,
Walking
at
fast, and
work,
you're homebound.
At work, I will continue to do what I've been doing, which is, somebody needs a small hand. Somebody seems to be falling under the load. I'll come over and help out the load. That's going to be me through all of it.
Yeah, and especially
Again, smirk at least, but smile potentially on my face at all times.
And especially given the fact that, like I said, it's the majority of the people working at Greaves are Morleyians.
Yes, of course.
But it's all ages. There's children of like the age of 8 working here. Whoop. Why? Sorry. Good old phone ringtones going off. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, children of like the age of 8 or like age and like getting all the ways of spectrum, all the way to people who are like 60, working here and stuff. And some of them, it's like, despite the fact that it's backbreaking work.
I'm not going to be ageist. I'm going to help the 60-year-olds and fuck the 4-year-olds.
I particularly,
Well, good news, there's no 4-year-olds here.
So I will particularly actually be aiding the younger crowd, the teens and lower. Them particularly, if I see any of them struggling, I'll go over and not just help them, but I'll actually show them better ways of doing things, teach them. I like take a special interest in helping the youngins try and do better. And find out how to work this.
Yeah. No, it's hard. And they're very appreciative of this. But it's just
Thank you, Mr. Norton.
But it's just an additional reminder. It's that you think about is go through the days. It's like you shouldn't need to be doing this. These kids, these people who are like to the point where it's like in their age and stuff, shouldn't have to be doing this in order to just barely survive. It's awful.
The thing that keeps me going is thinking of the day where they won't have to be in here.
It's a noble thing. And as you in that moment, as you look up at like the observatory, you see actually Greaves himself looking down over the factory as you guys are like just dissecting this whale, and certain extractors are being put in where the blubber is being refined into the oil, and other pieces of the whale are being dissected and shipped up and stuff. But he's sort of looking over this, sort of gives a nod as he's just looking down over this, as though he's looking over his empire, looking down on everything going on. before he turns his back on everything.
So it's a nod of appreciation of what he owns, not the good work or anything like that.
That's what at least it feels like.
Mr. Burns.
Yes.
It's gonna feel real good taking this guy down. All right.
Smithers, have you had communication with the outsider? No, sir. The outsider has not returned any of our calls. Damn it, Smithers! If we're going to be able to harness the true power of this whale oil, we need his blessing.
Damn, Michael, where'd that come from?
Probably 2 beers in, but. I'm sure I'll pull out some more impressions that'll shock and delight you in other sessions, but that's another story.
Look forward to it.
No, I'm going to save that one for later.
So we're going to meet Finney now, or
Well, I'm going to turn to Finney before we get there. So, Finney, while they're at work, you've got that picture in your hand. You're disheveled. You haven't shaved. You're kind of in a state. How are you feeling right now?
Unhinged. Yeah. Are there
need both.
telephones in this world?
There are no telephones yet.
Okay. Are there...
Telegraph?
Telegraphs.
Yeah, that. Thank you.
Yes, they have started the telegraph is something that's happening, yes.
I'm going to the telegraph store.
Okay.
I would like to purchase one telegraph.
Going to the
please.
telegraph booth? I don't...
The post office?
Please, one
Maltese
telegraph.
Telegraph?
Yeah.
No.
U.S. Telegraph? Sprint Telegraph. There's all the competing telegraph companies.
And I'm sending a telegraph back home.
Oh, okay.
And I'm sending 3 words.
Mhm.
I've got him. And then that's it.
You guys suck.
And then I'm going to go figure out how to get the plans for this because I didn't actually do that. I was lying.
Dun, 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 dun.
Got him. As you go off, and the family's gonna go home. It's like, him or him?
One more telegraph. Him.
Big letters.
him.
No.
Capital H, capital I,
Those
capital
who
M.
receive this telegram, they know exactly who him is.
Yes, I know exactly what you mean. But it's just, I'm joking around. Anyway, so, yes, like you said, you still have to get, where is Dr. Ward?
Yeah, that's my first question. I'm assuming that since this is an up-and-coming technology, I probably have an idea of where it's kind of based out of. I think we had discussed that previously.
Yes, for the most part.
And so I generally at least know the where. The things that I want to know are, and I'll tell you what I want and we'll roll for it. I want to
Okay.
know what security team is covering this building. I want to know, I would like to know what day of the week it is because that would change certain things. Is it Friday? Is it Thursday? It must be at least Thursday.
It is at least Thursday. It is Thursday because
It's Thursday.
you had your misadventure with the frickin'
Yeah.
thing on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
So
it's
my
Thursday.
first question is, what security team is covering this? And then, is this an all-night facility? Is it a 24-hour thing? Those are my first 2 questions.
So, because I'm looking at your core, your talent, a City of Whispers, you can
Yes.
either spend 2 momentum, which there's 4 in the pool right now, or add 2 chaos points to ask the GM 1 additional detail about the situation or location. So, the information the GM gives you will come from rumors you've heard of various sources, so you can definitely roll, but if you spend the 2 momentum or add 2 chaos, I'll give you an additional detail.
You can spend the 2 momentum, but think about the question. Definitely can
Yeah.
spend the 2 momentum.
Okay,
I
but
get to,
anyway.
I get to introduce the truth? Is that how this works?
This is for your specific
Yeah,
talent.
for City of Whispers. I get to...
It's any information if you spend 2 momentum or add 2 points of chaos to the pool, you can ask the GM 1 additional detail about the situation or location, which I'm going to consider you wanting to try to get information about what's going on,
Yeah.
where it is a situation. So depending on how many successes you get, might be details of information I give you.
Okay. So
Let's go ahead and have you roll. Let's see. How are you trying to gather this information?
I'm assuming that I have at least some people that I can, some kind of network that I work with.
Mm-hmm.
And while we may not really like each other, we do appreciate what we have to offer.
Okay.
And so I'm gonna say that I know someone who knows what security team is covering the building.
Okay, so I know that's definitely a talk, but how, because this is your contact, how are you planning to talk to this guy? How are you trying to get this information?
I am gonna say I'm gonna do it boldly.
Okay, so you're not being subtle about how you're
I want to
going.
say I'm trying to hit this place up. Who am I working with? Who am I looking at?
Gotcha. Okay, so let's go ahead and roll a talk boldly.
Okay. Can I use my negotiate?
You can use your negotiate.
Okay, so I got 2 successes.
2 successes. Okay. So, for 2 successes, I'll give you this. And if you want to add more details,
Okay.
Did you already spend it?
Already spent.
Yeah.
Okay, then I will try to. I will let you know what you're getting as from your additional details.
Okay.
So first, let's go with what you got from your roll. Dr. Warren lives in where his designs would most likely be are in his apartment. He doesn't keep it in the workshops or anything like that. And
Okay.
he always goes into work with his designs. He leaves work with his designs. He does not leave them there out of trying to keep the safety of his work.
Mm-hmm.
So if the designs are anywhere, especially at like night, they're probably in his apartment.
Okay.
And that's most likely where it is. And you know where his apartment is. It's sorry, I'm looking at the map here. Unfortunately, it's you guys are all in like the distillery district with
Right.
Eureka and stuff like that. It's across the way at the Drappers Ward, so you have to cross the river in order to get to where his office is, or
Okay.
where his apartment is.
Okay.
And it's one of the bigger high-rise apartments.
Okay.
Well, I say high-rise, but given the era, that's one way or the other.
It's got 4 whole
It's like a
stories.
loft. It's like
Yeah.
a loft
Okay,
is basically
okay.
where he's staying.
Okay.
What you do know, what you got from rumors, is the fact that most people think he lives alone, but you've heard rumor
Okay.
is that he has an assistant, a young woman who you're not entirely, no one knows exactly who exactly she is or anything like that, but they're not sure if she's his daughter. They don't know if she's they have a relation of any kind, aside from the fact that she is definitely someone who is there constantly and seems to at least be an assistant.
Okay.
She is not just someone who's just there to hang around or anything like that.
So it's not the creepy girl that keeps appearing at our place. Okay.
No. no.
Okay.
She's 6. Her name is Darcia. Not that any of you have asked.
Nope, nobody's asked.
Okay. All right. So I have a plan in mind. So
Okay.
now I'd like to collect an item.
Okay.
I want to get a big wooden trunk.
I want to get a big wooden trunk. Okay.
And
Like,
I'll just,
what are we talking as far as wooden trunk, just so I'm aware?
I'm thinking about like a 4 to
Man size.
5 foot like steamer trunk.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, I can picture in my head. I'm thinking like the trunk that Mad Eye Moody had for.
Yeah,
like,
precisely. Yeah, big lock on it. Yeah.
Yep. Gotcha. Okay,
Totally.
cool. That shouldn't be too difficult. Do you have 20 coin?
20 coin for a trunk?
It's amazing how much things cost in this world.
I'm negotiating.
Thank God it's not a knife.
I would like to speak cleverly with the shop owner, and I'm bartering.
Okay, go for it.
And I use my negotiate.
Yes.
I got 2 successes, Michael.
Okay, we
What
can
am-
reduce
No,
that
you
down.
got 3.
I got 3 successes,
We're going to
Michael.
reduce that down to 5 coin.
Deal. I can do that.
Just take it. Just take it.
I can buy better trunks in the fucking river.
All right, I'll now take my trunk back to where I live, my loft.
Yes.
And I'm gonna clean up and put on my nice dandy clothes and look like a real boy.
Yes.
Shave.
Yeah, I'm shaving, combing my hair. I'm putting on like
re-inking the tattoo on your neck so it's nice and blue. It's all good.
No, not even. I'm like tying a cravat. I'm dressing up to the nines to look like I belong in the Draper's ward.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna go to the Marika's.
Yep.
And wait for 7 hours.
It did not take Finney an hour to forget all this stuff.
7 hours of a staring contest with a little girl.
At least 1 hour was combing the tangles out of the hair. And yeah, so he looks like
The remaining 6 was to learn her name.
Like a clean cut, young noble is what's waiting for you guys at the bar now.
Yeah. I'm sure whatever
We literally discussed not going to the bar.
Oh,
So we
I'm
go
sorry.
right back to Marika.
No, not the bar, the Marika's.
Okay. We didn't
Yeah.
tell that to you.
I
but
get them mixed up.
God, you know what I really hate? Freaking nobles.
And then you're like, oh god.
Oh, God. Everyone to close the door, lock it behind us. What you doing in here?
I want to add that I have removed all of my rings except for my family's signet ring.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah. You still got your cravat. You still have the hand. I'm obviously just
It's
still...
tucked under the crushed velvet vest.
Well, Finney.
Yeah.
So why are you dressed to the nines?
We have
Look
places
at
to
my
be.
But look at my clothes.
You all look fine. We should leave soon.
Alright.
Is that a weird, creepy hand, or are you just happy to see it?
Oh yeah, I mean I pretty much am always kind of clutching it over my
Right.
clothes.
Well, you got the weird giant ascot every time we see you, right?
Yeah.
Scarves, ascots,
It's
something.
75 degrees, sweat everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Almost always hand-shaped.
This is the most normal scarf you guys have seen today. This is like actually a scarf, not just a blanket.
Alright, well let's go then.
Yeah. So I do not have room in my cart for everybody,
Angus can walk.
but
Fair enough.
I guess you guys could hang on the sides. I don't know.
I'll hang on the back.
Okay, that's
Like
fine.
coachman.
Yeah.
We've done that before.
It's not the weirdest thing.
And we'll say that I strap my trunk to the top.
Okay.
Okay.
Is there usually a spot on the back for those?
So I'll,
No,
Not
we're,
this
we're
one.
on.
Not now.
this is little.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say, who calls shotgun, and I'll like smile. So I'm making a joke, but it's not a very nice smile.
I'll look at Desmond Angus.
Angus.
I guess I'm shotgun.
Oh, good. I had some questions.
Good, so do I.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, no,
Is
no.
shotgun slang at this point? No, just kidding.
I mean,
Well, shotgun.
Just as likely to fire on you as your enemies.
That's its slogan.
It's not the best choice. It's Greaves.
It's your only choice.
It's your only choice.
okay.
Whale oil, the future.
So Finney is driving to across the bridge.
We haven't been across the bridge yet, correct?
Well, you were on the other side when you were in prison.
Right, but
But-
we've never crossed a bridge
Are
since
we
we-
going back
No.
towards the prison?
No,
Yeah.
you
Wait,
went
that-
under.
that
You
would
went
be
under
immediate.
this.
I
You
think-
went underneath. You didn't go over. So,
Then we see the prison. We're like, yeah, I think we should let Angus take care of this one.
oh, that's way further down.
We won't leave you, Angus, but if it comes to it, we won't leave you.
So Finney's driving like Vin Diesel in Tokyo Drift.
Oh God!
He's definitely not thinking about you guys on the outside. So
For a horse.
Wait, don't let it back here.
Still
horse.
Just for fun, I want to see how good of a driver he
Fantastic.
is. Can you do?
Horse is grinding.
Since you're driving like Tokyo Drift, can you do a move swiftly?
I can, yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Do you have anything in like carriage or anything
I'm
like?
free running? I don't know if that
The horses are up on the side of buildings.
This will not help you for your horse's
Spider horse.
carriage.
Spider
moving
horse.
swiftly, you said?
Move swiftly.
Ghost Rider. Nick Cage Ghost Rider.
Yeah,
Riding
I
up, Bill.
got 2 successes. If it's underneath, right?
Yeah, that's 2 successes. Oh,
Yeah.
wait.
What are
Which
you-
Oh,
one
no,
are
no,
you
no.
focusing?
Just 1 success.
One success. Okay. For the people on the outside, it's a real harrowing experience. You almost there's like you're just driving around. It's just like back in Rush Really. There's no laws of the road. This is relatively new technology and stuff like that for horseless carriages and stuff like that.
Actually, you have a horseless
So-
carriage. It's
Yeah.
fine.
So
Oh, you have a horse. Oh, okay. No
yeah.
horses.
So it's powered purely by whale oil. As a matter of fact, the first thing that makes you all panic is the sudden of the engines of the gun thing starting as it goes off as you
Norton,
start
if you
driving.
invent nitrous, I'm killing you.
I'm already getting ideas. If you just dump some whale oil right into this port.
Oh my god! Oh no!
All right, we're tabling
Oh.
that. We're coming back to that.
No. Oh no!
Next season.
Am I?
Dude, what Rebellion
do I
Tokyo Drift? Dunwall Drift. Dunwall Drift.
I kind of want to see this now.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah,
right?
we've learned that if we pour enough whale oil, just the right amount.
What can't we? We just need to catch our whale oil so we can see what we can do with it.
All right. Let's put
Okay,
a pin
okay.
in Tokyo Drift.
Dunwall Drift.
Dunwall Drift.
Pin.
We'll come back to
Okay,
it.
maybe eventually, but anyway. But speaking about Dunwall Drift, for the people who are outside, Finney's turns are sharp. There's 1 or 2 moments you almost feel like you scraped up against a wall.
Oh, you did.
Or people had to dive out of the way.
Sorry.
There is no right of way. There is no, like I said, there is no traffic laws. There is no right of way. This is new stuff. None of this stuff is a thing that's worrying about. So Finney, as far as the height of privilege,
This is when they
is
started
just
worrying.
driving through.
Yeah.
If people get in the way and are run over, that's their problem.
It is. Yeah, it is their fault.
You did not move fast enough.
Yeah.
So, needless to say, it's a bumpy ride, and there's a few times you're worried you almost got scraped off the side of the carriage. But you all make it to your destination unscathed, if not a little traumatized.
All right, note to self: I'm calling goddamn shotgun next time.
I'm just
Angus,
thinking.
on the inside, it's been a perfectly smooth ride. I mean, aside from a few sharp turns where you've had to like lean back and forth.
If there's
here
one
and
of the
there.
handle things, I'm just like,
They don't have safety handles. What are you talking about?
is there not trains yet?
There
Trains are not a thing.
there
That's
are
right.
no
Never mind.
seat belts in
Oh,
these
no.
things.
There's not enough people dying to need safety yet.
And there's a number of bottles clattering around your feet.
Are any of them full?
Yeah, I'll give
No,
you-
there's none of them full.
There's
just
enough little
opens-
dredges.
Then he opens the equivalent of the glove box, and there's just booze.
It's like a little refrigerator.
Pay extra for the whale oil refrigerator.
Yeah. But I do pop off the bottle
I just
cap
put
with
a
my
fresh
teeth,
ice block
so-
in this morning.
Yeah.
Respect.
Honestly, I'm thinking right now, I need to get one of these things. Because I'm just thinking of all the things I could do to it.
As you're nearly scraped
Yeah.
off the side.
I'm like, I can make this thing turn better. I can make this.
So once I cross the bridge, assuming I
Yeah.
make it over without any like stops or anything,
Oh yeah, no, there's no real issue.
We're not
I will
stopping.
slow down about
We have
10
no
miles
problem.
per hour.
10 miles.
I'll drop it down a notch. You know, we are in the civilized areas.
Yeah, I mean, you were rocketing across that bridge as a full 25.
The peasants have to get out of the way. But now, we're in civilized territory.
Yep.
Been a while since I've been through here.
Is this place nice enough, the apartment, to have a valet?
No.
No. Okay, so I'll just park out front, and
Directly out front.
yeah,
Okay.
and I'll hop out, and I'll say, okay, you guys carry the trunk in.
How many of us is gonna need?
It's
Well,
pretty
honestly,
heavy.
one person could carry it with some difficulty, but two would be easy.
I'll
Wrong.
reach up there. I'm big enough. I pull it down.
I filled it with rocks.
Oh.
I
Well,
attempt to pull it down, and I go, "Well, this isn't too bad." Finney, why did you put in this?
There's rocks in here.
It just feels like did you put
It has
Bricks?
to look authentic.
authentic? What do you mean authentic?
You're-
What's in here?
You are my team I've hired to carry my furniture upstairs.
It's all in the trunk.
This particular instance is, so just carry the trunk. Don't say anything. It'll be fine.
Okay, I just think you could have.
I'll take the other end.
Yeah, there's a lot of rocks in this thing.
Okay. Norton, get up top. You lift from the back. Hand it down to me, Desmond.
And then, while they're doing all of that, is there a doorman?
no. Like I said, this isn't like the apartments here, aside from the fact that you can see it's like maybe 4 stories. It's a series of apartments. It seems the top, like the very, very top from where your information is the loft.
Okay.
And that's where he's rented out.
Okay.
Of course.
Of course.
And are there whale elevators here?
No.
I don't know if I trust a whale elevator.
As you hear a sudden pop as the elevator just
Just right out the roof, not anymore.
It's like Charlie and the Chocolate
Charlie!
Exactly.
You what?
Charlie, you.
Good job, my boy.
So yeah, I'll hold the
Now
door for
they've
you
given
guys.
me an
Oh, you'll hold the
idea.
door.
Yeah.
Now
I'll
that's
hold the
given
door.
me an idea. I
Oh.
need to make a Willy Wonka character for Dishonored if I ever play.
I mean,
Yes.
honestly, if anywhere
Oh my
Dishonored would be
gosh.
great for a Willy Wonka, like
Oh yeah. Extremely
psychotic.
sinister. Very fun.
Yes, the dreams of the outsider have given me insight to my new chocolate factory.
The outsider could be Willy Wonka, bro.
Come with me, and you'll be in a void of pure desolation.
And those are not Oompa Loompas.
Those are not. No, I don't know what they are.
But yes, I will
They're
hold the
Leviathans.
door
Yeah,
while you carry my trunk inside.
okay, so yeah, we'll.
Keep dragging it.
Yeah, Desmond and I will lift. Wait, actually, Desmond, you're big like the rest of us? Yeah.
Yes, I'm Morleyian.
Okay, you're Morleyan. Yeah, you're Morleyan.
Yeah, Morleyian.
Yes. So the Morleyans will
Oh.
do the hard. As always, the Morleyans will do the hard work.
Wow, wow, wow.
Yeah, I don't think don't see you too.
I'm having a really good time watching you guys do this.
Yeah, so
So this
Desmond,
was like 90% of the reason I filled it with rocks or even brought it.
this is gonna be great.
You guys
Okay.
need help?
No,
We got it.
it's fine. There's only 2 handles.
Okay.
It's fine.
my one thing.
It is your one thing. You're taking your thing.
It's what?
All right, so I'm gonna go up the stairs.
I'm short, isn't it?
I'll say we're heading to the loft.
We'll carry it like this. Yeah. So I guess we're all heading up.
And even as nice as Finney looks, he will like have moments of remembering he's pretending to be noble, and he'll stop kind of skinking and skulking around and stand up straight.
Stop oozing.
Yeah. He pours himself into a real person's body.
Normal human standing. It's
Yeah, like if you ever try to pick up a cat, that's what he normally is. But so yeah, I mean, we're just heading upstairs, and then as long as I make it to the loft door,
Yep.
Yeah.
You guys make it to the loft door, no problem.
knock on the door.
Knock on the door. Okay. There's silence. And then you guys didn't notice it before while you were up there, but maybe it's because it's so seamless in there. But a wooden panel suddenly slides, and there's these very and and I mean this in the fact that you can definitely recognize, it's a very feminine sort of feature. Eyes
Okay.
are sort of staring out
the
at you
assistant.
as she's looking at out at all of you, as like, who is it?
We have the equipment that was ordered. I am on a schedule, so can we please just move this along?
What equipment?
This is Dr. Warren's residence, correct? And I'd like to speak cleverly.
Yes, I'm going to have you speak cleverly. I'm also going to
You
spend.
you can definitely, depending on
Yeah.
how many Michael spends, you can spend.
I'm spending.
Actually, no, you can only spend one right
Spending 3 chaos to give her 2 more dice.
now. Michael, can I say something?
Yes.
Did she get an extra? So when she got 3 the other time, was that an extra? Would she have gotten a momentum?
In the question asking section.
She only got 2.
Oh, that's right. She didn't get. Okay,
Yeah.
never mind. So you can
Oh,
spend
I
one.
got 3.
You got
Notice
3 successes.
I got extra details.
Because
No,
she-
the extra details does not count as
Well,
a
yeah,
success.
but I rolled underneath. I don't know the rules well enough. Okay.
Sorry.
No, you know what? Never mind. Never mind.
No,
It's not.
Sorry.
It's not
Oh yeah, you're right. Oh, okay, if you rolled, then you got 3 successes. I must have missed it. I thought you only got 2. But yeah, yes, you would have gotten an extra memento.
Which
if
means
that's
that
the
there's
case.
3, so you can add 2 dice.
So if you want,
Yeah.
We're good with that.
I'm good.
Okay.
So go ahead and hold on, Michael.
Okay.
And I'd like to assist if I can.
Wow, you would do like to assist.
Well,
You can do whatever you want.
Do what you want. Do assist.
I'm
If
not
you-
going to say
How-
anything. My idea is I have an intimidate focus.
Okay.
So my idea is just kind of standing in the background, arms crossed, almost like
I don't got all day for this sort of idea. Is that what you're
Yeah,
gonna go
but-
for?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so it's not so much talk.
if it's not just
Trying to think of how you're going to do this. I think that's a boldly. I'm just trying to think of how you're going to do this because you're not talking.
And I'd say move. I mean, body language. He's crossing his arms.
I would go with that. Let's go with a move boldly for that. You're only rolling 1d20 to add to this.
sorry.
So you negotiate. Oh, so 3. So there's 1, 2. There's 3 successes.
3 successes.
So negotiate.
There
assisted
is
now.
a very tense moment as she's like looking at you. She looks at Angus for a moment. She looks at all of you and she's like,
It's really heavy, lady.
yeah, she goes like, give me a moment. As she slides it closed, there's a click, a chain, a click. There's a sudden sound of what sounds like some kind of gas releasing
Okay.
for a moment.
Okay.
And then the door opens.
Okay.
And she's there and you get a full sight of her. She looks like she's maybe in her mid-20s. Brown hair, tightly pulled back in a bun, dark sort of clothes. She looks very proper for the most part, but very she's definitely not wearing makeup or anything like that. And despite how young she is, she looks very stern as she sort of goes in here. It's like, come along, as she waves you in.
Okay.
And you get a full sight of the loft. And as I said with the loft, there's no walls really anywhere in this particular place, save one small area, which you're probably sure is where they've put the lavatory
Okay.
into. Otherwise, you can see the bed, which is right next to like the desk where like plans and like several scrolls, like top of the loft all the way down. There's actually like a 6 to 7 foot ladder so that someone can like climb up to like this library of what seems to be like blueprints and stuff up and down the wall.
Okay.
There's like a row of what seems to be a garden. There's like some glass panes up here for what would be like making their own like garden.
And just
stuff
one
like
bed
that.
that I see?
Just
Yeah,
one
Nora,
bed.
Between you and I, there's one bed that ain't his daughter.
Okay. So. Shut up. How do you finish the description?
Yeah, for the most part, yeah.
Okay. So as you guys are moving
most
through the
part.
doorway, Norton, I'm going to whisper in your ear. I'm going to say, break something large. And then.
Yeah.
Okay. So, say, all right. So this goes. This goes into the over there. Where
I'm
all
gonna
the,
point to where it probably does not need to go on the other side of the room from the blueprints.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll head on over there. And then do I see like a vase or
Bigger.
anything big and easily breakable?
Talking about windows.
The biggest thing that's easily breakable are the big giant glass window panes that are letting light
We're
in.
not throwing jets through the
Otherwise, there's all these potted plants that are here that seem to be being growing stuff.
Is she following them as they go over?
She is.
Do I see this doctor?
He is not there at the moment.
All right.
Thank goodness.
I know that the plans are complete, or I believe that they're complete. Am I wrong?
You're not entirely sure what the status of these blueprints are.
And this isn't the beginning of a scene, so I can't use City of Whispers again. Let's see.
So as I get close to, well, actually, I'm gonna wait to see because in my mind, I don't want her to see me necessarily knock it over if I can't make it semi.
Yeah. Well, she's following you guys with the trunk pretty closely.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna, these things are gonna kind of happen simultaneously. I'd like to head over to the desk quickly and just kind of look at it with my eye. What else would I use? My eyeballs are looking.
Your eyeballs.
And I guess that would be like study.
You're gonna study swiftly because you don't want to be caught.
And while Finney is doing that, when we get close, I'm gonna look at Norton and like kind of mouth heave. And so we're gonna like try and I want to knock over a vase as I'm like,
Norton, what the hell?
yeah.
Yeah.
So
is that to
Because
be
I was never leaving
additional?
on the
was
plan.
that additional distraction?
yes. So
Okay,
I'm
so
trying
go-
to distract at this point.
So go ahead and do a this is a boldly for sure. Let's do a move boldly.
And I got 2 successes.
That's 1 dice you're rolling, by the way.
Oh, that's right. I'm aiding. Correct. Darn no.
What do you get?
I got 2 successes.
2 successes. Well, the vase distraction may not have worked as well. She sort of like curses you guys out.
Yeah, I'm just
for a
like,
moment.
oh my god, I'm so sorry. This
Yeah,
thing's
exactly.
What
Like,
the
it's
hell,
like-
Norton?
Not only breaking the doctor's stuff, you're going to damage the equipment if you're not careful with this sort of thing. And but that's enough to keep her like focused on this as you're looking around, and there's one particular set of plans you notice, like, some of these plans not necessarily covered in dust, but you notice there's at least 2 or 3 sections that are
Okay.
that are used more than anything. It's probably one of these.
Okay.
If you
So-
can, if worst case scenario, you grab all 3. Otherwise,
This is what I'm thinking is that I want to make eye contact with you and make a bigger motion, and then I'm going to snatch those.
okay.
And then there's another place with blueprints, right?
Well, that's the blueprints. That's what.
Oh, there was the desk and then the blueprints. Am I wrong?
Oh, there's. Okay, so sorry. With your study swiftly, let me make sure it's a
Okay.
little clearer what you said. The desk doesn't have the blueprints you're looking for.
Okay.
However, of the blueprint, this is relatively new stuff from your knowledge of
Yeah.
it. Okay. It's got to be like something. It's got to be like It's got to be something he's working on relatively recently. Most of the blueprints in this sort of like row and stuff like
Gotcha.
that don't seem to have been touched fairly recently.
Except for a couple.
But a few, like 3 of them, you see have like least amount of dust. Some of them have the more recent creases and stuff like that. They seem to be there. That's where your 2 successes comes in. No momentum has been gained at this point.
Okay.
But
so
you're not sure which one exactly it is, but you're certain it's possibly one of those 3.
I'll snatch those and I'll stick them in my pants.
While Finney's
By the
doing
way,
that,
these blueprints are like, yay.
I'm crushing them out.
You're folding.
I got room
twisting
in my
them in.
breeches.
because Finney, gave me the look. What I'm gonna do is, I want to try and talk cleverly to her, and I want to like ham up that I'm really sorry and I don't want to be fired. I just want to be like, look, I'm really sorry. I'm new here. I was trying my best to get it done. Please just don't tell my boss. Don't make a complaint. I have 3 kids. I need this job. Please, just
I'll give
attention to me.
I'll give you that roll,
Okay.
and I'm gonna add 1 die to her to her pool.
That's rude.
Anyone else want to aid him?
I might have to just spend a void point, but let's see what I get.
I would, but I'm not sure exactly how I would. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
He just broke crap.
You could break another flower petal.
Oh wait, was there
First one.
something special if we get a 10? Am I thinking of a different
No,
one?
you're
No, I'm
thinking-
thinking
Yeah,
of a
if you
different
had an 11 in skill and the
one. No, I forget what system I'm thinking, but there was another system where you got a 10.
a lot of ones were.
Yeah. So that is carefully. I am going to, because I did not get a single success.
That's right. Everyone got a void point at the
I
start.
just remembered that.
I'm gonna
That's
go
awesome.
ahead and use a void point. Turn one of these into a 1. That's that's right.
Remember, your cap is 3 unless you've increased your void pool.
So that is 2. I'm trying to think if. Yeah, no, I think that's all that I'm able to do. I can't
Okay.
spend more than 1 void, right?
Right.
Okay, so then so I got 2 successes.
So you were lucky enough to have made it because she got 1 success, and if you'd not done that, she would have beaten you and realized that something was up. Well, I mean, she's already suspicious enough anyway.
Yeah.
But she's looking at you, and I mean, it's just like, Venture's just like, fine, just set it down over there, and I'll inspect the equipment, make sure you didn't at least break that while you're.
So this is what I would like to do at this point. I hear that. I want to. There's 2 things I want to do.
Oh, rock.
I want to look around to see if I
like
see any
packing
like
peanuts.
briefcases or leather satchels, and then I want to go towards it. So, would those be 2 different rolls?
No, but I'm not even gonna have you have to roll that with your stuff
Okay.
situation. There is a satchel.
Okay. So I would like to say, I'd like to move in between myself and the satchel, and I'd like to speak, and then I would like to move cleverly and put it around my shoulder, like it's mine.
Okay, you're putting it on. Okay.
Yeah.
Move cleverly. Okay,
So-
cool. You're just trying to make sure it seems like it
Yeah.
was yours the whole time.
I
Gotcha.
move closer to you guys, and I say, "Don't forget to unload it." And then I'm going to
My
wait.
eyes are going to be pretty wide at this point.
I'm gonna wait for them to start unloading it, and then I'm gonna put that. So would that be move carefully?
Move carefully.
And then
Yes.
can I use my stealth for this?
Yes.
Wait, okay, I got this.
Yes.
I got this. Okay.
That's good.
So, I'm gonna go ahead and make your roll, and then I got something for
Okay.
this.
How do void? So break down void points for me.
Okay, let me flip this for a moment. Sorry, to bring back up void points. So you can spend 1 void point to do one of the following. You can re-roll any number of d20s in your dice pool during a skill test. Taking the second result, you can't re-roll a re-roll. Create a truth. Immediately create, change, or remove a truth in the scene. These kinds of story declarations should make sense for the story, though they can often come in the form of flashbacks or from supernatural source, and the game master has the final say of whether a suggested detail is valid.
Okay.
And critical success. You treat one of your dice as if it had rolled a 1 with a focus, even if you don't have one that applies, giving you 2 automatic successes. In addition, if you possess void powers, your void point maximum determines how much mana you possess, blah, blah, blah.
Okay, so I'd like to use a void point to introduce a truth.
Okay.
The truth I'd like to introduce is that the rocks that I collected from the parking lot that I got them from have a common vein of magnesium or some interesting element that could be scientifically relevant.
Okay. That's totally relevant. I will allow that to be the case.
Okay, now I will roll.
That's different than what I was gonna go for, but thank you.
I got 2 successes. And neither are beneath my whatchamacallit.
Now, the
Focus.
only reason I'm rolling for her at this point, and I just did, and she got 2 successes, was so that when they start unloading it, she's examining the rocks. And she's actually seems relatively satisfied with the fact of what these rocks actually are. She does not notice you swiping the satchel. You guys are not entirely sure, but she's
So
taking
the first couple of rocks that Desmond pulls out, he's going to be watching her
Yeah.
as he takes the rock out, sets it down, looks at her a little bit, takes another rock out. we know. I know we bonked it around enough that maybe we broke something. But if she's not reacting poorly, it's kind of like okay. I'll just start unloading the rest
she
of
does
the
take
rocks.
one of the rocks for a moment and sort of examines it, and then she actually pulls out like it seems to be like a modified sort of monocle from yes, her dress has pockets.
Okay.
And she pulls it out and she puts it in and she's looking at it, and she actually seems sort of like somewhat impressed actually for a moment before she puts
I
it
am
back down.
completely lost.
Yeah.
First of all, Norton is being a freaking drunk and destroying crap in here, and then we open a thing of rocks. They're just rocks, and she's like, and she takes out a monocle thing. I'm like, everybody is whacked. Everybody is crazy on this side. No wonder the Morleyian rebellion happened. Dunwallians are nuts.
What was that, Finney?
Oh, nothing.
So we'll be unloading it, and I'm just like, I'm baffled that it's working, and I look at
I'm baffled too.
I look at you two, and I'm just like,
Shrug.
Shoulders
What
go
the
up,
heck?
but I'm still
Okay.
unloading rocks.
Yeah,
in a nice pile. I'm doing it orderly.
and I look at you guys when I don't think she's like be able to see my mouth, and I'm just like, a mouth outsider.
I can't say it.
Yeah, no, I'm just like,
just
I'm
look at you, mouth
confused.
outsider,
I'm
and
like,
just
this should
shake my head.
this should not be working. Strong, like,
Strong shrug.
I've planned and done like complex, guerrilla warfare like missions, and we are literally selling this lady rocks.
How opulent is the place we're in? Because Angus right now is standing nowhere near us. He's just standing looking intimidating.
Yeah.
At the simplest level, is there shit that he could steal where I can go, push shit in your pockets kind of look?
I mean, there's all sorts of strange equipment that you're not entirely... I mean...
I'm not... equipment would not connect to me.
Norton would understand the value of a number of these equipment.
Yes.
It's an inventor's laboratory,
Norton
for
would.
lack of a better term.
Desmond would
There's
not.
all these bits of equipment that you're like, man, I wish I had that.
This is my dream.
This is
All right,
your-
so for
your
Norton,
dream.
are there nice paintings? Is there piles of gold? Did he leave out a wad of cash?
There isn't like, cash or anything like that, but there is one painting. And
Do I even think, because I'm not going to try to do I even think it's something Angus could, shove in his coat or something?
No, it's something like
a
it's
grand
like
painting?
yay
Yeah, right,
big.
I'm
And
forget
it seems to be, it's, first of all, it's signed by one Anton Sokolov.
Oh my god.
But
I'm
as you look at it, as you're looking at the painting, no one else has noticed it really. It's a picture of a man. It's like this oil painting that's like dripping and stuff like that. As far as it's not like literally
They didn't
dripping.
even let it dry.
It is dry, but it looks like, for lack of a better term, it's things. But it's a man suit in a world of what seems to be like strange bleeding colors. There is no face on this man. There are rings on his fingers, but it's
This guy is everywhere.
He's screaming, right?
no. There is no face. There are no eyes. There's nothing else. But
Okay.
but aside from that, it's this sort of weird sort of painting.
Do I notice this painting?
You've
Apparently
been focused
I
on
was
other
using-
I
things.
have been
You're
focused.
looking around like,
Yeah.
where's the valuables? You see this painting, it's like, that's weird.
Well, if there's no way he could steal it, I'm just going to finish unpacking the rocks. But I'm gonna do it slowly, because at this point now, Desmond is very lost. So where's Finney?
So I have satchel on. I'm coming up next to the woman.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm still unloading the rocks like they're heavy or
look
I'm
at you.
dumb. I'm trying to do it
Yeah.
slowly
Yeah.
because
And
I don't know what we're doing at
I'll
this
say,
point.
we have a schedule, gentlemen. Can we pick this up?
So let's start. Yeah.
So now I'm going to drop my head and start dropping, lift the other end. I'm like, on count of 3.
I'll say, no, not that
we
fast.
can turn over the
Yeah.
trunk.
No, I'll just start going fast.
All right, I will do the same.
And we'll start unloading.
Yeah. But the woman's there. It's just like,
At some point,
I don't remember the doctor requesting requesting these rocks, but they're of fine quality.
At some point, I'm going to lean into Norton when she's not looking, or at least when there's a bit, and go, are we breaking shit? Because I'm wondering at this point if we should be throwing rocks. Like, whoops!
I'll say Finney is on lead. Just
So I'm
Finney's
gonna,
got this.
look at her, and
All right, got
I'm
it.
gonna, say, thank you for your time. We'll send the invoice along shortly. Carry it out now, please.
So we'll lift it.
So we'll lift it. I mean, I guess we can fake it being heavy.
Yeah. Oh no. I mean, at this point, well,
It's
it's
empty
empty.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll lift it up, and I'll to her. I'll say, you know, thank you for your kindness.
Good day, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yeah, she sort of watches you. There's, I mean, aside from her being impressed, she does watch you, making sure you don't bump into anything else or ruin anything else in here.
I'm trying to give a wide berth from anything valuable.
Yeah. The door closes.
Oh God, something close, something breakable. I'm like, God damn it, Norton! Swing myself in there.
So the door closes, and Finney bolts. He's running out of here.
What the hell?
I just stole a lot from this place.
Let's go.
Drop the damn trunk. Let's
No,
go.
no. We don't need evidence. I'll pick up
Go.
the damn trunk myself, and I'll just start like quickly as I can.
Wait a
know if
minute.
it
Last
has a
time we
hood.
got judged really badly for not having a plan, and this was the plan. This was the plan. I'm still standing on top of the stairs, like, wait a minute. This was the
Just
plan.
Throw the damn trunk down the stairs. We'll get it at the bottom.
So Finney, he slides across the hood and gets in the He pops with the driver's side, and it's ready to go.
Yeah, I'll
you guys.
I'll say, Finney, are we taking the trunk?
Finney just starts the engine.
God,
Yes.
somewhere on level 2 coming down. I'm gonna look at Norton and goes, Finney does not make any of the plans from here.
I'll slap the trunk on top and like get on the back and start trying to tie it down before.
Once everyone's on the car, whether or not it's tied down, I'm going.
All right. The sudden sound of the as it goes off, you don't have time to tie this thing off. As Finney takes, I'm going to just follow with that one
absolutely,
success
yeah.
from earlier. Finney takes a sharp turn. The trunk goes flying in a direction.
Off in the water.
Yeah, off over the edge into the water, and you're just like, oh. As you guys start making your way, as you're just sort of like, what the heck just happened? As you guys are going and making your way across the bridge, having gotten the plan successfully.
We
I'm
think.
I'm gonna just check in.
As I'm driving, I'll start pulling out plans and say, "Hey, can you read?"
We're driving a million miles an hour. You're throwing them out to him?
No.
Handing them to Angus.
Yeah, I can read.
Did I get it? Is it in here?
And as you're looking,
How many plans did you steal?
not to mention the
Yeah.
fact that you probably can't read these plans.
Oh, I can't.
Well,
I
mean-
guess it's scribbles. It's not like
No,
actual.
well,
like,
It's schematic.
It's
Yeah, it's
technical.
schematics. It's-
I thought you said you could read.
I can't read this. This is gibberish. This is the writings of a madman. Was this the plan?
Of course, it was the plan.
I can't tell if you're the best plan maker in the world or the worst, so I'm gonna go with the best.
Absolutely, you're correct. And I'll wink at you, but I'm like, again, he looks like dog shit. And so he just looks a little crazy winking at his hair's messed up again.
What's that image of the gif of like frickin' Willem Dafoe who just sort of like turns and it's just like,
Yeah, exactly. That is exactly the energy that you're receiving.
Willem Dafoe energy.
Yeah.
do you have any idea how much I've sacrificed?
Yeah. And then so I'm not going back to your guys' place. I'm gonna
That's
go to. Let me think about this. Where would I go?
So while Finney is doing this, I just want to ask you, Michael, once Finney decides where he's going, for the two of us on the back, do we have any idea where we're going? Or are we like, where the hell are we going?
Your guys are like, where the hell are we
Got
going?
it. Okay.
Finney's in the driver's seat.
No,
Finney
I get that.
hasn't
I'm just saying for us, I'm going to wonder that.
Yeah, and I'm not going anywhere crazy. I'm just not going immediately back to Marika's. I'm just gonna kind of pull into like a quieter like area, like maybe where there's.
Holy shit, Norton. Is that the palace we're coming up to?
No,
Oh, is
maybe-
that the Coleridge refinery refinement where it was connected to the prison? Oh no!
I don't know if there are bistros in
Betrayal.
this world, but I'm aiming for like.
Quiet bistro.
Yeah, I would like a quiet bistro if I could have anything.
Well, Morley was known for its bistros, and you
It's
know there's a
true.
nice pop-up
It is true.
bistro within Dunwall.
Cool.
had me going. I
Oh
was
my
like,
God,
perfect.
It's Hofbrau.
I haven't had good Morleyian food in a while. No offense to Marika. You know,
I'm
it's
sorry, there are no Morleyans cooking in this bistro. It's purely Dunwallians, inspired by the culture of Morley.
Is there like a little Morley?
Just a little more.
Well, I mean, there's a huge, immigrant population.
Little more.
Is that a no, Michael?
No, that's absolutely fantastic. I'm going to give you guys 2 momentum for that.
So we pull into Little Morley. Good Morleyan architecture.
At least it smells right over
So there
here.
is some little restaurant. So yeah, I'll careen into the parking lot. Yeah, and then I'll
Parking lot. There are no parking lot.
Fair. I will pull up directly in front of the restaurant,
There we go. That's
whether or not there's space. That's where I'm parking.
of course there's no space, but you find it
Yes.
anyway.
I'll pull up in between some carts. I don't care. Okay. And then I'll kind of poke my head out the window and I'll wink at whoever's behind me.
That's
me.
him.
We got William Dafoe energy.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna say, did we get it?
I don't know. I can't read this stuff.
Oh my God.
Can any
Angus,
of you
put
read?
that away! What are you?
Angus just lean out the same
Yeah,
side as Finney.
it's just like we can't read.
I can't read this crap.
Let's get into the bistro.
How is that any better than?
You're on the street.
All right, so
Yeah,
do you
let's go-
remember this is after work?
Yeah, this is
Oh.
nice.
It's dark.
Yeah.
This is the part where I'm like,
So then, yeah, let's go into the bistro and find a nice little booth,
Okay.
a Morleyan booth
Yeah, I'm peckish.
with Morleyan
Well,
wood and
I can
Morleyan
eat.
chairs.
So, of course, the best way you can decide whether the food is going to be good is if you go inside and everybody's Morleyan.
Yes.
Well, as I said,
Everyone's Dunwallian, you know it's not going to be good Morleyan.
well, like I said, everyone's Dunwallian in there.
Yeah, I don't have much hope.
Okay. Well, you know,
As someone who actually used to run one of these places, this place sucks.
We're in
You
a
haven't even
bar.
had the.
Same thing.
You haven't even had the food, and already you don't have hope. That's essentially what I'm saying.
Right.
is there somebody like reading poetry aloud to the folks?
Yeah.
Like
Snap,
really,
snap, snap.
What's
really.
the vibe of
Like,
this
like,
area?
they're reading Morleyan poetry, but in the wrong cadence. So, like, to any Morleyan, it's just grating on the ears, like an ancient poem that has been passed down
Oh, God,
generation.
that's right. We're all the philosophers.
Yeah, the
of
artists.
Greeks.
We're
the
philosophers.
philosophers. We're the thinkers.
Like, if there was somebody in here singing, it would be, more.
This is
yeah.
not Sparta.
Yeah, exactly. This is a disgrace to Morley, and I'm gonna quell
We'll take
this
a table
anger.
outside.
Sit outside.
We'll have
table
a
out
patio
back.
spot.
Well, oil lamps.
Yeah, whale lives.
Eat it over.
Which we've already
The
discussed
waiter-
is a thing.
Waiter has like a 10-foot long pole with a wick on the end of it.
I guess he would touch that with a 10-foot pole.
Yeah. Okay, so it lights up. So
Yeah. As you're outside, there is music. There's someone singing inside, and you are correct. It is a Morleyan song, but the cadence is wrong. The soul isn't really there. It's one of those sort of things of where the restaurant is just like it's clear someone was inspired by Morley and decided to try and bring Morley to Dunwall,
Twitch.
but are not actually Morleyan themselves. So it's not really Morleyan. We've all had those sort of
All right.
restaurants where you go into
Solid plan.
where it's like
bad
you
choice of
go to an
location.
Italian restaurant. It's supposed to be Italian, but yet is a Olive Garden. This is not really an Italian restaurant.
The spaghetti factory of
This is
Morleyan
like-
restaurant.
That's essentially what this is. This is the spaghetti factory of Morleyan cuisine.
They have the absolute best potato wedges here.
I'm gonna absolutely ignore that.
Once we're all sitting, I'll pull out my last plan on my britches, and I'll dump the satchel on the table. And I'll say, "Is it here?"
And So aside from the really terrible music, I'm gonna now I have the vein popping. I'm gonna look over it
and you know the menu's been brought out to you, and you're looking at this, and I mean you recognize the names of these dishes, but you're looking at the ingredient list, and it's just you're just like, you don't put cream in that.
Does the waiter attempt to pronounce them in, quote, proper Morleyian?
He does. He does indeed. And it is
The traditional burrito. There are no burritos.
And he tries to do it as though to try to impress you three specifically.
Do you have any Morleyan waiters?
I'm gonna kick you under the table.
I think I would do the same.
Punch your legs.
Sir, I assure you, Morleyan waiters or not, everything here is truly...
Yes, it is. All right. Can we please get some waters and then we're gonna peruse?
I'll have my usual.
Okay.
This is your favorite Morley
It is.
bistro.
Yeah. This is the only reason I'm helping you guys.
Bistro de Morley.
So as you're sitting there, as the three Morleyans are just like, this is awful. You haven't even had one.
How are the potato wedges in every single appetizer?
Okay, so I'm looking over the plans finally, and so does it look like what I'm wanting?
Are you hiding the plans in the menu, maybe, or
Oh,
are they
I
just spread
I
across
dumped
the
it
table?
all over the table. I mean, you
So
could
I'm gonna-
eat them.
Again, how is this worse than me just having it out the window?
Well, there's.
'Cause
I'm gonna
only
look
the waiter's
around.
gonna
How
see
packed
'em.
is it?
Not very.
No.
Most people are inside. You're the only ones outside.
Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, so we're outside. Yeah.
The wind comes out.
So no, I'll put
It's
I'm,
raining.
I'm like rolling. I'm organizing it because I've worked with schematics, and I'm gonna go ahead and start sifting through them.
Yeah. So,
I'm super impressed with him putting them together until I realize in the lower corner there's 1, 2, 3.
So if I recall correctly, Desmond.
Yes.
No, not Desmond. Sorry, Norton.
Ugh.
Norton, your talent that you have has to do with explosives. It's not the blueprint ciphers. Correct.
Yeah, I would say. I mean, I'm a tinkerer in general, but yeah, explosives is kind of what I specialize in.
So, unless you're trying to decipher his handwriting, you're going to go based off the images. So let me know, are you trying to actually read the schematics so you have an idea of what they are? Or are you just going based purely on what the designs seem to be?
I feel like I would start superficial. I would look at the design, see if I can tell kind of what they might be, and see if I can tell anything. So, if the designs look like a gun, that's gonna go to the side for now.
Okay.
If it looks like some kind of
This goes in the
machinery,
gun pile.
yeah, like some kind of machinery that I think looks like something, I don't know what would look like whale oil refinery, but if I notice shapes that don't look like that, then I'm gonna.
That's useless.
This
But
would never work.
honestly,
iPhone would
I'm
never
just gonna
catch
spend
on.
time. I have time, so I'm just gonna kind of peruse over all.
Okay.
No, you don't, because the potato wedge appetizer comes out almost immediately.
And as soon as your mouth is full with something, the waiter will come out to ask you if everything is to your satisfaction.
Almost like he was waiting in the wings for you to put food in your mouth.
Yeah, it's all perfectly fine.
Yeah, do you remember when what that was like? Being able to be in a restaurant and now I'm getting depressed. Anyway,
And not eat potato wedges.
Push that down. Push it down, Michael. Push it down.
push down. Okay, but anyway, so go ahead and do me a study. Are you trying to be quick about this? Or are you trying to be careful about this to make sure you understand?
Careful.
I'm being careful. Yeah.
Okay, so study carefully. Let's do that.
Do you guys want me to use a?
I would like you to use one.
I'll use.
Yes, please.
I'll use one of these.
Ooh.
Okay, so.
And what focuses do you have?
I have engineering, but none of them come up. So I got 2 successes.
Well, engineering. Yeah, well, engineering was what I was going to apply. But
Oh
anyway.
yeah, but I mean, I got a 9 and a 7.
Oh, okay,
I have
got
an
2
engineering
successes. So you're not able to decipher the code because it's very, as you are aware. Well, you necessarily not so much. You haven't figured out your own like shorthand or anything like that. Most of these notes and these blueprints are definitely in shorthand. You're not entirely sure what they're exactly saying or the specifications to it. Maybe if you had more time to study it, maybe you could try to crack the code. But you're able to at least get to see what these are. You see, one of these things seems to be, looks like a sort of like, if you're looking at it, and I'm going to give this slightly to you because of your explosives stuff, it looks like it's a mine of some kind. Except from what you're looking at from the designs, it's supposed to spring forward and like shrapnel is going to spread out from this.
I go a little weak in the knee while I'm saying, and I'm gonna take that one, kind of fold that one up, and say this is not the extractor. Put it into my jacket.
So keep
Yeah,
it
you
close
take
to
these like wall-to-wall sides and you fold it up like 50 times in
Yeah,
order
as
to put
much
it
as
in.
I can to put it in my
47.
Yeah, don't worry about this one.
Yeah. Then and as you're looking at another one, you're looking at this one and it's the second one you look at and you're looking at it and you're like, okay, you're 90% sure based on the way it is and from what you were working at the whale oil factory and stuff, this has to be the extractor. You're like 90% certain as you're looking at this one, this is it. This is the extractor. As you're looking at this, like, yes, this is it. Well, then what's the third one? And so you look at the third one, and you're looking at it, and it looks like it's some kind of as you're looking at it, you're not entirely certain, but it looks like it's some kind of design for like a vehicle, but a vehicle that has like these weird like sort of you don't know if they're like tubes or they're like blades that sit right on top of it that seem to be able to rotate around. And you're even seeing like, like even in the notes it seems like more uncertain and stuff like that, and it's like trying to like find a way to like speed up rotation as you're looking at this.
I'm gonna say, well, this is it, guys. This one right here this is the extractor. This one looks like something out of a Penny Dreadful. I don't know what's happening here. This one doesn't look like it'll ever work.
It'll never fly.
This can't fly. It's trying to make a hunk of metal fly. I mean, I don't know. I'll look this one over later. But the point is, as far as I can tell, we have the
You realize
extractor.
we've just found Da Vinci's notebook.
Yeah,
And we'll deal with this later.
And we will indeed deal with this later because this is where I'm going to end the session.
Oh,
Thank you, Michael.
You're welcome. Thank you guys.
Thank you for listening to another NCRP Productions podcast. We value your support and would love to have you like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, all at NCRP Productions. You can also find our podcasts on Anchor, Spotify, or wherever great podcasts are found. We value your thoughts, so please don't hesitate to leave feedback and comments. And if you want to reach any of us directly, we are available at ncrpproductions@gmail.com.